I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for Life in the UK test part 224, skiing, which is from page 78, while doing Pilatic leg training. And if you participate in the Pilatic leg training, that is at your own risk. And with that we're starting. So we're having one leg out with a flexed foot, and we're bringing the leg up, and again down. You can tap the floor or not. So skiing. Skiing is increasingly popular in the UK. I already said what skiing is. Down the mountain, down a hill. So it's becoming increasingly popular. It's rising in its popularity. More and more people like it and know about it. Many people go abroad to ski, and there are also dry ski slopes throughout the UK. So many people who ski go in other countries to ski. I guess the most people are going to the Alps in Europe, but maybe also to Vermont or something of it, or to Vienna or something. So many people going abroad in other countries and skiing there, maybe maybe to Sweden or something, or Norway. So to other countries where more snow is and where higher mountains are. But there are also dry ski slopes in the UK. So I said that's been a smaller hill and it's dry, so there's no snow, but it works also, I guess. And we're having the other leg, and we're doing the same. Flex foot and the leg up and the leg down. Skiing on snow may also be possible during the winter. Yes, in the United Kingdom, sometimes it's possible to ski on snow. It snows sometimes, and there are also mountains in the United Kingdom. When I was looking in Scotland a couple of times, where St Andrews or something like that is, I multiple times read the name of Ben Nevis, and Ben Nevis must be the highest mountain or something like that. Maybe we're coming to it, the highest mountain or something of the UK or something like that. So in the United Kingdom, there we have it. There are 5 ski centres in Scotland, as well as Europe's longest dry ski slope in Edinburgh. So in Scotland there are some mountains. And there can also be, what is it called, driving ski, be made skiing in these areas in winter when it has snowed. There are 5 ski centres in Scotland. Skiing. So in Scotland there are 5 centres for skiing, and there's also near Edinburgh, the Europe's longest dry ski slope. So when there's a mountain with skiing, they can go over a kilometer or something down. And I guess if someone they're doing it a bit longer, this exercise. They're having the leg out with a flex foot, and now they bring it in, so they're bending the knee. So they're having a long leg out, now they're bending the knee. It works only in one direction to bend the knee. There are 5 ski centres in Scotland, and now these dry ski slopes are probably not built as big as a mountain, 3 kilometers high or something. I don't know, maybe 300 meters or something. And it's the longest in Europe near Edinburgh. I don't know, I would guess it's 200-300 meters long, but I have no idea. And that's it to skiing. We don't have more. So if you're here for arts and culture, music, then you can go to the next part. Otherwise, we're changing the leg, and we're going back, and we're looking if we can remember all the people. So if you ask who won gold medals in rowing 5 consecutive times for Olympic Games, then it is Sir Steve Redgrave. And when we ask who won gold medals for ice dancing 1984 and also 4 consecutive World Championships, then this were Jane Torval and Christopher Dean. And now next exercise. The leg out, we're bending the knee with a flex foot, and we're bringing it up, leg and down, up and leg and down. Who captained the English cricket team and held a number of English test cricket records. Maybe that has something to do with the Ashes between England and Australia. And in betting and for bowling, something in cricket. And that would be Baron Ian Botham. Baron Ian Botham. And if you ask who captained the English football team to the World Cup win, which was hosted in the United Kingdom in 1966, that would be Bobby Moore. And we're changing the leg, laying up, flex foot, bend in the knee and flex foot, and we're bringing the leg up and taking down. Who won the Formula 1 championships 3 times? That would be Sir J.K. Stewart. And if you ask who ran the mile as the first person under 4 minutes, and that was in 1954, that would be, and that is, Sir Roger Bannister. Hopefully we can know it. Now I wanted to go over the next festival here. We already had more in detail Diwali, Hanukkah and Christmas and Easter. Now Eid al-Fitr. And we're going to the next exercise. The next exercise is to bring one leg out with a flexed foot. And we're bringing it to the outside and again in. So Eid al-Fitr. It celebrates the end of Ramadan, and that is when Muslims have fasted for a month. So Eid al-Fitr. Is it Eid or Eid? Eid al-Fitr. It's at the end of Ramadan, and it's a celebration for basically thanking to Allah that Allah had given the strength that the fasting could be completed. The date when it takes place changes every year. That's probably because the Ramadan is not at the same time. And Muslims attend special services and meals. I don't really understand the sense. Yes, I understand it, but I don't know what it means. And so Eid al-Fitr, the end of Ramadan. And now let's go over the 4 saint days. So the first one is Wales. The other leg out, flex foot and the outside. In Wales, there is Saint David, the patron saint, and Wales celebrates on the 1st March. Ireland has Saint Patrick as the patron saint, and that is celebrated on the 17th March. And then there is England with St. George, and the St. George Day is on the 23rd April. And the last one is the 30th November, and that is St. Andrew of Scotland. When we have that. And now we can do all the... No. We're making just 8 al-Fitr. So we're not going over 8... this is the other thing here. We had 8 al-Fitr, so we're not going over the other festivals or whatever these are. And traditions. We're making them later. Now we leg out again the first leg, and we're tapping onto the floor. We're going to be outside, and we're tapping again onto the floor. So that in a way means that we're doing we could make the cities again. but we could also make the inventions. Let's do actually the cities. So we're having London, and London is down there. Yeah. And when we're having Birmingham is somewhere there in the middle of England. Yeah. And when we're having Liverpool, that is up there at the coast in the middle. Next to it's the 4, Manchester. No, the 4 is Leeds. Leeds is there on the other side. And we're changing the leg. I'm not sure if it works. And we're bringing the leg down. And after Leeds we have Sheffield and Bristol. Sheffield is there a bit below Leeds. Leeds and Sheffield. Yes, Sheffield is southwest. And Bristol is a bit down there, a bit north of Plymouth. Maybe 6, I think, was it. And when having Manchester, that is there beside Liverpool, in the middle. A bit more east. And when we're having Bradford was in the middle, east of Manchester. And we're having Newcastle, that is there in the north of England. Okay. And when we're having Plymouth, it's down there in the south, in Cornwall. Maybe we're gonna look up that if Plymouth is actually in Cornwall. Now we're gonna plank in 15 seconds. And let's say for 2 minutes. So in 10 seconds. And in 5. And in 3 seconds we're planking. And we rubber to high with the back, when to low, and tuck the tail on it. And we're having there Southampton. That's down there in the coast, where the ship's going. I'm not sure if it's on the camera. I think. And when we're having Norwich, that's in Norfolk, the north of Sussex, there. And when we're having Cardiff, that's in the cliffs in Wales. When we're having Swansea, that's at the coast, further west of Cardiff. And Newport, that is further east of Swansea. Yes, of Swansea also, but of Cardiff also. And Cardiff is the main capital. We're having that at the moment. And when we're having Belfast, that's where in the north of Ireland. When we're having Edinburgh, that's at the east coast of Scotland. When we're having Glasgow in the middle, a bit west of Edinburgh, Aberdeen when in the north of Scotland there, and Dundee a bit more south. Now the capitals are London of England, Belfast of Northern Ireland, Edinburgh of Scotland, we're having the first minute, and Wales is Cardiff of England. So it was wet. Hope I have not destroyed the book. And yes, the 6 wives. They are divorced, killed, died, and divorced, killed, and survived. And these 6 wives are, by name, Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. And the last 25 seconds. But we still could do the inventions. Let's do them another time. Else do we have? We're having quotes of Shakespeare. And once more upon the breach, that is aus Henry V. Last 8 seconds. When we're having to be or not to be. And these are 2 minutes. To be or not to be, we are done with the Pilatic training. To be or not to be out of Hamlet. And when we shall I compare it to a summer's out of shall I compare it to a summer's day, the darling buds of May, the darling buds of May is the quote. Out of 1718 shall I compare it to a summer's morning, something like that. And then there's also once more upon the bridge, that was also Henry V has said it already. When we're having all the words a stage out of As You Like It. Out of Romeo and Juliet we had one, and that one out of Romeo and Juliet is A Rose Upon Another Name. I think it's a good one. Go to the flags again. No, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. So I'm going to read now first the beginning of If by Rudyard Kipling. And when it was so. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. I thank you very much, and until the next time.